Hello there, guys. Welcome to another one. Yeah, I'm smiling, but actually, I'm not supposed to be smiling because the one of the problem has been solved, but there is a major problem that actually still needs to be solved. What am I talking about? He has been sacked. Liam Rosenior has been sacked, but him being sacked does not solve everything. It does not even solve. In fact, it does not even solve anything. Let's be frank, because it pained me so much when I saw the news that he has been sacked, because this is another story of Enzo Maresca being sacked. The one of Enzo Maresca pained me a lot because I was like, where else or what else are we going to do? Liam Rosenior came in and then it felt like it was a breath of fresh air because he used the players that Enzo Maresca didn't used to use and we won some games. But it later on came out to be like, or it later on came to our realization that this guy was actually using the aftermath of Enzo Maresca, which means the players were still imbibing the rules, the ideology of Enzo Maresca, and that was what was moving the team. Then, when we saw that this guy's ideology, when we saw that this guy's input started coming into the squad, we discover losses upon losses, we discover draw, and we discover some, except from the Port Vale game and the Aston Villa game, which was actually outstanding matches. There was nothing else in those, like in every other game. We have not scored any goal since PSG. We've not scored any goal since PSG. Literally. 0-0-0. We're always losing 3-0, 2.5. Everybody that used to bet on Chelsea over 2.5, bam. So, sorry, bet against Chelsea over 2.5, bam. So, him being sacked, yes, it's a good thing because I used to say that I don't see the ideology of this guy. I don't see what he wants to do. I don't know, or I don't get the value of what this guy wants to do. So, him being sacked, first of all, is a good thing because at least another manager can come in. Or right now, they are saying the interim is going to be Callum McFarlane, and he drew against Man City and he lost against Fulham 2-1 or something like that. His ideology was okay, but let's be frank, he's not the best man for the job. He's not even a good man for the job. To be frank, he's not even an okay man for the job. Neither was Liam Rosenior. They were not, and he was not a good man for the job. These guys are coming from a group of people who are called kinetics, and these kinetic people are the ones who have infiltrated the club. They go from the under 21 now into the first team squad, which is absolutely outrageous. They've not allowed John Terry to take charge of anything in the club except from the under 21s. The right decision for me would say John Terry should take over this squad. He's even more qualified. He has a license A, according to FIFA, license A certificate for coaching. Liam has been sacked. On to the next. We need Bluco to get out. What was it about Liam Rosenior? Do I blame him? No, I don't, because literally this guy is the fall guy for Bluco. He's the fall guy for Bluco. Is he at fault? No, he did not put himself in this job. They literally fast-tracked his development or his place at where he's supposed to be, probably supposed to be at a lower level Premier League club, or probably still at the Championship, like doing Enzo Maresca was, rather than fast-tracking him to Strasbourg and then immediately down to Chelsea. I did expect some things from him. I expected that he could carry along the fans and then he could speak together with the fans, together with also going together with the hierarchy, that is Bluco. But the truth of the matter was, or I later discovered that it is absolutely almost impossible for you to be together, that is for you to be on the fence with the hierarchy and also with the fans. If you are with the hierarchy, you will surely be against the fans. If you are with the fans, you are surely against the hierarchy. It is almost impossible to be together, especially at Chelsea right now, or at what is going on at Chelsea, for you to be with the fans and be with the hierarchy together. It's almost not impossible. And that is what happened, that in one of his press conferences, actually, in the last press conference he did, he said he made some statements, which to me, or in my own understanding, I would say, and for sure I can be wrong, because it is just my own opinion. This is one of the reasons why he was sacked, because he started to blames on the players. And to be frank, the hierarchy at this moment, or the chairman or the board of directors at the moment, are not a fan of that, because Maresca said the worst 48 hours since joining the club. And Liam Rosenior also came out to say something like, being paraphrasing, or he, in his own idea, saying this is his worst moment or his worst 24 hours since also joining the club with the players, or with the club, or something like that. So we've seen, or we've noticed, that it seems like the hierarchy or the board of directors seem not to want to receive any form of accountability, or to receive any form of criticism, especially from people who they employ. Liam was someone who, he got to an extent at the beginning of when he first started, when he joined Chelsea. I was like, oh, this guy speaks so well. He's getting the players together. He's getting, sorry, not the players. He's getting the fans together. He's getting the media also together, and he has like these words of seeming to be able to join everybody together and make everybody feel happy. But that is where the phrase always comes, that you can't always please everybody. You shouldn't even please everybody, because pleasing everybody would come with severe or dire consequences, because there will come a time when you will make a particular mistake and then everybody flips the switch. Everybody they are trying to please will flip the switch. They will say, why are you doing this? Oh, but you said this. Oh, but you said this. And these are things that he himself shouldn't have done. But it's done, and we can't complain so much about it. Liam is done, and I'm so happy, but I'm not happy that a man has lost his job. I'm just happy that he's leaving Chelsea, because he literally had no plan moving forward. He had no way of fixing what was going on at Chelsea. Who should we go for? Which manager should we try to employ? What should we do next? Are they going to try to sit down and talk to other managers like they did before assigning Enzo Maresca his duties or something like that? Are they going to do something like that? For me, I don't think that any manager at this moment in time, especially experienced, well-established managers, like the types of the Mourinho, like types of the Contes, like types of Pep, like type of all those ones, you know them. I don't think, and even some upcoming ones, I would not want it for Frank Lampard, because Lampard is we all know how much Chelsea fans will do love Lampard a lot because of the things he did, every experience, everything, every experience he gave to us, every kind of win he gave to us, all the trophies, we know what he did for us. But the truth of the matter is, I would not want any manager who is trying, someone like a Lampard, who is trying to build up their portfolio with Coventry. I just coming to the Premier League with Coventry. Let him keep on with Coventry. Let him move on. See if you can keep Coventry in the Premier League and stuff like that. I don't see it possible for any of these coaches or managers to thrive under this present ownership. Why? For example, there is no money. So if they are saying that they would want to change the project, or they want to change the way they approach things, it is a blatant lie. Except if they do it in physicality, and then they do it and make it known to us that this is what they are doing, and they will do it, and then they will listen to the fans. But as it is right now, it seems that all of these are just PR. And to be frank, if they want to change the project, it will mean investing more money into the squads, investing more money into the development of the under 21s, which right now they don't have. So I don't see it possible that they will bring any manager and that manager will work. So right now, managers should abstain. Let them stick with their who they want, who is Callum McFarlane. Let them stick. But if I was to select a manager, I would not go for Cesc. I would not go for Frank. I would not go for Adoni Iraola. I would not go for Eddie Howe, because I don't like any of these guys. Sorry, I like them, but I don't see their style of play working with the present Chelsea squad. And now, take a note, I said the present Chelsea squad. I did not say with Chelsea. I'm saying with the present Chelsea squad. Now, the reason why I say with the present Chelsea squad is because the squad determines how the coach approaches the games. It is something we saw with Enzo Maresca, because we don't have all of those experienced players. We don't have all of those players who have played multiple games, won multiple Champions League, or won multiple, I'm saying, major, like big trophies, like the Premier League, like the Champions League, in cases like that. So we don't have those players that would say we could want to tweak, and which is one thing Liam Rosenior did, which was very, very appalling. Players came out to say things like they don't understand what he's saying, they don't understand what he wants to do. He's giving so much information that it is messing or is jeopardizing everything that they are doing in the training ground. Someone I would want is actually Felipe Luis from Flamengo. He was sacked from Flamengo, and then they discovered he was talking with Chelsea. Probably thought he was going to get the Chelsea job before Liam Rosenior, but Chelsea played him, and then they said the job for him would have been Strasbourg, and then if he went for Strasbourg, probably will come to Chelsea and stuff like that. All of those things, they sold all of those dreams to him. But he said no, he does not want that. He wants to coach Chelsea, because we all know Felipe Luis. He played for Chelsea. He's a legend also. That's somebody who I want, because first of all, he has coached in the Brazilian league. He has coached in major competitions. He has played also against Enzo Maresca, and I like this approach in the game against Enzo Maresca. That is somebody who I want, Felipe Luis. And I think Felipe Luis is also somebody that would probably want to be able to go together with the hierarchies, with the board of directors, and say, okay, let's see what we can do. Let's say mutual ground. Since they themselves, who are the board of directors, they themselves says they want to change, or they want to improve their mode of approach to development or to the project. So since they said that, I think Felipe Luis is someone who they can approach and say, hello, but I would have actually only wanted him for an interim and not for a long-term coach. For the long term, me personally, I don't know. We would have to do our research and see who they are bringing in the summer, which how they want to approach the summer and things like that. But knowing this Chelsea hierarchy, they will only spend money, but they will not do anything and keep themselves in more and more debt. I've talked about why I think they sacked him. I don't think they really sacked him because of results. These people are not really very serious about sacking someone because of results. They probably sacked him because he said some things that they would have not wanted him to say in the press conferences. And also, they discovered that he was not getting the players together. And this is one place, or this is one reason I would support Enzo Fernandez so much. At the end of the Brighton game, he went to the stands. He was with the fans, and then he was telling the fans, or he was showing the fans that this is what I stand for. Let's get Bluco out, and that is the main thing, because these people are rotting down. They are killing the roots of this club, and they are making the club not to stand for what we do stand for, which is winning trophies. I think that's the end for it for me. I'm so happy Liam Rosenior is gone. I just look forward to what Callum McFarlane would do, and it's going to be a complicated season, or it's going to be a complicated end to the season for Chelsea. We have a lot of injured players. Are we going to see more players from the under-21 squad? Are we going to see more players that will come through the roots and then try to, I don't want to say carry Chelsea on their shoulders, because Cole Palmer is not doing that any longer, and in fact he's even injured. So are we going to see more players play for the badge, and are we going to see Enzo Fernandez lead the squad and carry them along together with Rich James, who is injured, and together with someone like a Trevor Chalobah or a Robert Sanchez? So guys, that's it for me. Liam Rosenior is gone, and let's look forward to what is going to happen. It's going to be very complicated in the coming weeks. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Happy to, I think it should be a short one actually. No. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, guys. See you guys in the next one. Blue Co out. Up the Chelsea. Up